thank you. Yes. We're very excited about the success of the new album, you know. It's nice having a #1 album again, you know, considering the band hasn't done anything for about 10 years. A real breath of fresh air. No, I don't, Bill. And I'm glad you asked that. I think a lot of people know I used to do quite a few drugs. But, you know, Bill, drugs are no good for anybody. I've seen a lot of people get really messed up on drugs. I've seen a lot of people die on drugs. Oh, what, this? Oh, no. I quit. I love the feeling of it against my lips. I was speaking to Trevor just the other day, and I said, Trevor, how is it that you and me managed to survive? You know, after Jimmy died and Janice died and John died, you know, why didn't we die? We should have died. All that stuff we used to do, you know? Yeah, I was, Bill. I was a bona fide drug addict. I did drugs every single day for 5 years. What was it like? Well, I'll tell you. I used to wake up every morning. Even before I brushed my teeth, I would smoke a joint. While I was smoking the joint, I'd pop a beer. While I was sipping the beer, I'd cook up a spoon of cocaine, heroin, whatever was lying around. Shoot it straight into me arm. Get completely wasted. Flip on the telly, get out some more. Maybe order up some lunch. Have some girls over, get out with them. I did that every single day for 5 years. It was horrible. It was horrible. I mean, it was wonderful too. Hey, I won't lie to you, Bill. My life is based on honesty today. Yes, we did. We saw many tragic consequences. People very close to us. We had a sound engineer who had major problems with drugs. Uwe, we called him. See, his problem was he wasn't only our sound engineer, but he was in charge of getting the drugs for the band. Because we always used to get very, very high whenever we cut an album. And I remember we were cutting the Wild Horses album, right? And, oh, thank you, Bill. Yes, it's a great album. Hard to believe it's 20 years old, huh? So anyways, we're cutting the Wild Horses album, and Uwe shows up with a coffee can full of the most amazing white flake Peruvian cocaine. I don't know if you've ever tried white flake Peruvian, Bill, but it's an experience not to be missed. Wouldn't mind having a little bit right now myself. Just joking. Anyways, so we take this coffee can, right, and dump it onto a table in the middle of the studio and cut about 2 or 3 lines, like 2 or 3 feet long. Uwe would do like 3 or 4 in each nostril, man. It was a beast. Oh. And we started to play. Oh, in those days, we didn't just do coke, right? We did everything. It was heaven. Trevor was smoking Afghani ash around the clock. Nigel was in his crystal meth period, so we had that. And Ronnie brought a large bottle of NyQuil. Man. We were blind, we were so high. Completely wasted. And we started to play. And Bill, we never played better. It's like we all had ESP or something. It was historic. Myself, I looked down at my hands and I'm thinking, this is not me playing this guitar. It's not me playing this guitar. It's God playing. It was awe-inspiring. What was I talking about? All right, Uwe. So we're playing this brilliant music for about an hour, and for some reason I look up, and I see Uwe in the sound booth, and well, he's smashing his head up against the glass. Blood is running down off his forehead onto his nose. His nose is all red. Cocaine is shooting out of his nostrils onto his beard. His beard is all white, right? He looked like a deranged Santa Claus. The thing is, Bill, he forgot to push a record button and went completely stark raving mad. They had to take him away in a straitjacket. Took him to a sanitarium. Saddest thing is, he was one of my closest friends in the whole world. What's that? No. I don't know where he is today. He's probably somewhere. Probably in some institution somewhere. Maybe he's watching right now. Hoover, if you're watching. Oh, man. See, Bill, that's the insidious thing about drugs. You don't realize, you're having such a good time, you don't realize what a bad time you're having. I got straight when I was on tour, right? I woke up one morning, typical tour situation, luxury hotel room, don't know where I am. Beautiful, naked girl lying next to me. Don't know who she is. Don't know where she came from. Champagne bottles lying all over the floor, cocaine on every horizontal surface. I hardly have the strength to pick up my own head, so I pick up the remote and I flip on the telly. And I was saved, Bill. I was saved. You have a man in this country, on TV all the time, saved my life. White hair, genius. Donahue. And he had this ex-drug addict on with him. And what he said, really hit me. He said, if you haven't yet met your full potential in this life, you haven't really lived. The profoundness of it struck me like a thunderbolt. I said, this man is talking about me. He's talking about me. Because here I was, right? Young, talented, good-looking, wealthy, very talented. And what am I doing with my life, right? I'm on drugs day and night. I can understand if you're talking about some Negro guy or some Puerto Rican guy in the ghetto. I can understand that. But in my case, it was such a tragedy, Such a waste of human potential, Such a waste. Because, Bill, right? You can have your caviar, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your stretch limousines, your Concorde flights back and forth from London, wads of cash, people treating you like God, women willing to do whatever you want them to do, wherever you want them to do it, right? A house in London, house in LA, home in the Bahamas, apartment in New York. Bill, if none of that means anything, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Anyways, I straightened up and went cold turkey. I had all my blood changed and I felt like I'd been reborn. And I can say today, I like myself today. I'm not such a bad guy. In fact, I'm an amazingly wonderful human being. I'm really honest enough to say that today. I've come to terms with my own brilliance. It's not a burden anymore. Yeah. The rest of the band got straight too, and today we're just one big happy family. We just want to help other people out. Yeah, that's why we're doing the event to raise money for the Amazonian Indians. Well, at least I think the Indians. The people there, in the Amazon, that we're helping. In the jungle, whatever. Anyways, so Trevor has his home down there in Rio, right? And we go down there every winter when it's summer down there. And he has this lovely houseboy, he takes care of the home for him. Nacho, we call him. Anyways, he's actually not a boy, he's a man, he's about 50 or so, but he's a lovely little guy, very brown, always smiling, very helpful. And Nacho knows we're into the environment, so he hires this boat to take us up the Amazon, right? To look at all the birds and the trees and the flowers and all that shit. And so we're going along this boat, and we come to a turn in the river, and there's this clearing there, right? And turns out to be an Indian village. Whatever. So we get out and we take a walk around. Bill, I've never seen so much depressing poverty. Children are running around barefoot. They got no shoes. Women are breastfeeding the infants straight out their breasts. They got no homes. They got no homes, only little grass shacks, campfires. I couldn't even get a glass of water. I was parched. No running water. No Coke, no Pepsi. Anyways, so the chief of the whole village comes out to greet us, right? Man owns no clothing whatsoever. Completely naked. Everything hanging out. There's a willy hanging out and everything. All he's got on is this carved piece of wood, right, in his hair, with a feather sticking out. Didn't even speak any English. It was heartbreaking. I turn to Trevor, right, and I say, Trevor, we have to help these people, you know. We are the world, so to speak. Yeah, that's why I decided to do the benefit. Now, I hate to say this, Bill, but a lot of these benefit things are just ego trips. They raise all this money, right, and just chuck it at these people. But these poor buggers, they're primitive people. They've never seen money before. They don't know what to do with it. We found out that when we were down there, they liked a lot of the stuff we had. Digital wristwatches, Sony Walkmans, cigarette lighters, cigarettes. So what we're going to do is buy all that stuff up here and ship it down to them. Make a difference, you know? Improve their lives in some substantial way. Oh, thank you, Bill. Thank you. It's nothing. Oh, but I hope everyone who's watching will tune in when we're on MTV, huh? Oh, brought to you by Kronenbrau Beer and Remington Cigarettes. Oh, I had to say it, Bill. I had to say it. Sorry. But honestly, the cigarette people have been fantastic. Donated a whole truckload of cigarettes to give out to the Indians. Oh, hey, buy the CD when it comes out, eh? And for every $1 you donate, fully 20% goes to the Amazonian Indians. Oh, I'd like to say one more thing about drugs, if I may, Bill. I think a lot of the kids who are watching tonight buy our albums, learn the lyrics, memorize them, live their lives by them. So I know what I have to say is very, very important. And I'd like to say about drugs, if I may. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. I've had a lot of adventures on drugs. A lot of my music has been inspired by drugs. I think it's safe to say I've had some of the best time of my life on drugs. That doesn't mean that you have to do them. Yes, we went to the White House to do a private concert for the Vice President Dick Cheney and his wife. Oh yeah, she's hot. She's hot. I'll tell you a little story when we're off air. Anyways, he's a very lovely man who, whatever you think of publicly, in private, is a very caring, very sensitive, very intelligent man. And he had this to share with us, and I'd like to share it with all of you tonight. The next time someone offers you drugs, just remember, you can always just turn them in. Thank you, Bill. Good night.